the Naruto and animation say the and Akatsuki's and Hayden leader and Nagato just teach some of the leader of the Muye and Konoha. The country of Konoha's leader Naruto teaches some of the how to and damage the core, how to damage the Nagato created nuclear powers and the generator. So how to damage the core? The answer is the power. If the power bigger than the Nagato's core, the core will be burst. This is something like that. The missile attacked the house. If the house and the energy lower than the missile missiles burst, and the moment we destroy the house. So the moment we call the surge. So and how to destroy the water temple businesses and their biggest and the core, something like the Apple, Samsung, also the LG, Sharp, Sony, and also the Nvidia. Probably and they 100% lost them. So the stock market will not change the much bigger because 100% is the media, the official media controlled by the White House and Communist parties, the government 100% control the official media. So, and we have to creating the more powerful than the Apple's surge moment. What is surge moment? This is the biggie, surge moment. And in current moment, the White House and the Joyer and the Kongsan Party's government and the people, employee, they are rich people like Wei Husan and the Chen Hao and the Sun Yong, out of those people's richest people. And how to we earn those Kongsan Party army's money. If you say, give me the money, you kill the people, you must give me the money, they will kill you. They even listen your one word. Because even with my situation, I am every day and attack some of the Ishishiro also they joined yesterday. Ishishiro joined the Kobe factory just mocking me. So this is the true. If you something anger against against the Kongsan army, Kongsan Party's army, they will enjoy your angry and your sorrow and face. So we must happy. Even if they using some of the super dose and brain detection signal to attack our brain signals. But we have to fighting with the wisdom and the bravo. What is the bravo? And Bravement Road is bravo. Probably the DI groups and the Bravement Road, and owner said the most and the dangerous and gambling is that we are gambling with the Kongsan Party army. If they losing the surge gambling, they will lose everything. This is the moment and the key. And how can we playing this game? The owner of the DI group, so he said the biggest gambling is that first of all, give some of the $1 million and $2 million and some of the giving some of the candy and sweets. And next time they will gambling much more. Next time they will gambling the Nvidia and the Apple. So Bravement Road means we are becoming the one. hand in hand. We must hand in hand move on to something like in one signal, something like the stock markets. The Apple and Nvidia, 100%, more than 80% share controlled by the Kongsan Party army. They never selling the Apple companies and stocks, also the Nvidia stocks. Even if and the current moment they really want to selling the Apple's stock, and because if the Apple and the stock price suddenly crashed from the $3 trillion to and 100 billions, not 100 billions, probably the 10 billions, and the bottom, the stock will be shrinking the 130. And this moment, if the Kongsan Party army, even if they're selling the Apple stocks, the out of the Kongsan Party's and asset from $3 trillion suddenly shrinking the $10 billion. So, and the 3 trillion and barrel becoming the $10 billion, it means they will suddenly becoming the beggar. They will suddenly becoming the beggar. But this will never happen in theoretical stock market, because the Nvidia's stock and the barrel, market barrel, and Apple's and stock market barrel, Samsung's stock market barrel, and Toyota's stock market barrel, Sony's stock market barrel must be in high price, and they will selling those high price stock to and average people, something like the Nvidia. This stock is the toilet. Probably the in technical, probably the market side view. This is probably the $4 trillion in the accounting view, but the accounting and analysis is just created by the Warren Buffett. We must and analyze the companies, what theoretical value does the company holding. In my investigation, the Nvidia and the Apple, those companies, and in technology side, their technology value is lower than the $10 billion. Even if the GeForce and the Nvidia is just low technology company, the Apple also the low technology company. They just depending on the water temper business, and also the Nvidia is depending on the Nintendo's and the gaming software. So, and in that moment, even if the Apple and the market and the value reached $3 trillion, maybe next year will be reached $4 trillion, and also the Nvidia will be reached $6 trillion in maybe during the 2 years. But it is not matter. Even if the stock goes higher, this is the stock price just and created by the 2NY. So, and the stock price just created by the 2NY. But the stock prices cannot and making and faking data. But even if the 2NY and 100% depending on the market and the accounting side, if the Apple iPhone, if the current moment they have a 1 billion and holding the world iPhone, but if they launch and 130 the amount of the iPhone, the stock price Apple, and suddenly must be even if the Kongsan Party holding the Apple stock, the Apple stock will be suddenly crashed, because if the Apple market value is take off the entire market and movement, and the Apple companies must be they say I am the Nasdaq 21, something like that, and this kind of the criminal will put the debt and out of the Apple employee. So and first about we must and they even if the Apple company stock crashed and 130, if no one buying the Apple stocks, the shareholder never changed. So we must holding the X and preparing the X. In one month, we just preparing the X. What is X? And replaced NVIDIA, replaced and Nintendo, replaced and Sony, replaced Sharp, replaced Samsung, and replaced Apple. Others and replaced some company, something like the very cheap company like and Nokia and BlackBerry also, and BOE and Chengdu BOE and Langyueliang in China. Also, the Intel, also the big player, and Wolfspeed is the core. So you never mind the stock price movement, because the stock price is controlled in shortened time. The stock price is controlled by anyone. But if the Wolfspeed and the SIC and combined with the something like the Microsoft and Copilot and AI and chip GPU, AI GPU, AI CPU combined, something like two GPU and CPU combined the one chip. This is the big moment and flash and Wolfspeed. So you never and mind the stock price goes up and goes down. If it goes down, it is time to buy more. So we must prepare the X. What is the X? And just buying more and Nokia and BlackBerry stock, and buying more the stock for the Intel, Wolfspeed, also the who have a potential power to replacing the Japanese and semiconductor analog TI semiconductor. Probably the onsemi is the big player, replaced the TI Texas Instruments, U.S. militaries and IC maker. So you and just preparing the X and buying more and more the low price but the high potential stocks and accumulating the share percentage, because we not see the stock price, we are see the share percentage. So out of the moment is just game rule is changed. Share percentage is number one, and the stock price is just shit. Stock price is just shit, and the share percentage is number one. Stock price is if the Apple and the Nasdaq and the Wavy and the Titan watching and Apple and Nvidia's and the accounting side view. If the Apple and the Nvidia side the IC Wavy and suddenly crashed, the accounting suddenly crashed, the moment and the opposite side of the company like and Marble and Micron and also the Changxin Chunchu in China, the Western Digital, out of those and just preparing the flourish company will be the stock price will be going high. And if the Apple and the stock market and crashed 130, someone must buying the Apple and the share, because if no and stocks the the customer want to buy the Apple stocks, the Apple stocks shareholder cannot and sharing their shareholder. So Apple not and 100% the accept and the investigation. So if and Apple company's stock and crashed 130, and the Nokia and BlackBerries and stock will be the flourished maybe the and 20 times and 30 times. So you can using the part of the money. We can using the part of the money probably and 110 the and profit and margin and buying the price the crushed 130 and the lowest and price the Apple share, and let the and our investor team, the security and the company to enter the Apple and the management team and investigated one by one, catch the joyers and the management team one by one in our Apple company. This is the theoretical and must of our win. So we must just waiting and preparing the X. I will and send some of the X plan in the future. You can just and reference and just doing that. Maybe you can becoming the and $1 million rich. I believe that.